Dear learners, welcome to the session Unit Planning, Meaning and Steps of Unit Planning. Learning objective of this session is to identify the steps required for preparing unit plan, and after completing this session, the learners will be able to construct and comprehend unit plan. Now let us see what is actually unit planning is. Unit plans consist of concepts and learning goals that are taught over a period of time and are woven together, often across subject areas. A unit plan lasts 2 or 3 weeks or maybe longer and includes several standards, skills, and desired outcomes for interconnected learning. Why do we need to do unit planning? Unit planning provides you with a sense of direction and organization that helps you and your students achieve significant academic gains within a particular time period. More specifically, creating a plan to reach short-term goals which has the following benefits. A unit plan forces you to make decisions about what to teach and how to teach it. After taking the time to develop a unit plan, you are less likely to be sidetracked by objectives, lessons, or activities that do not advance your ultimate quest for academic achievement. A unit plan keeps you on pace to reach your unit goals. Your unit plan should be referred to with almost daily, given the limited number of weeks, days, and lessons in a unit. Each unit or each moment becomes more precious, forcing you to pace yourself appropriately in order to meet your end goals. A unit plan provides an opportunity to stimulate student interest, though overarching content that is relevant to students. When you design your unit plan, consider what content will engage your students, given their interests and backgrounds. There are two types of unit planning: content unit planning and experience unit planning. Under content unit planning, we have lesson based unit planning, formula or theory based unit planning, and Morrison unit planning. Under experience unit planning, we have objective based unit planning, interest based unit planning, and need based unit planning. Now let us see what are the steps of unit planning. Estimate the whole course content of competencies for the class during the year. This is the first thing which we are supposed to do. After that, you estimate the teaching time available to the teachers. Then, arrange the given course content of competencies in a teaching learning sequence. Then, after that, identify interlinked aspect of course content or competencies. Then, distribute the whole course content competencies into units. Hence, you may like to consider the following things under this. That is, a unit should not be too small or too lengthy. It should have some element of commonness within its components. It should be such that it should not require more than a month in any case to complete in the class. And it should be such that its completion develops a sense of accomplishment to both the teachers and the students. And after this, you need to list unit. Further breaking up to teaching lesson would be required. So after breaking into units, then you have to break up to teaching lessons. For each lessons within the unit, decide about the appropriate teaching methods, teaching aids, student activities, and the evaluation procedure. Present these decisions and the breakup in a tabular form which may be considered to be unit plan. Then, let us see what are the advantages of unit planning. It helps in effective realization of learning because it influences students' interest and attitudes. The another advantage of unit planning is that through this the content becomes very much organized. So the content is well organized here. Then outline of planning is well made by it, which helps in planned teaching. The unit plans also accepts learning as a single whole unit. Teaching by unit plans helps children to adjust with their environment because environment is given importance in it. Demerits of unit planning. It is a difficult task to construct unit planning. This is one of the important demerits of unit planning. It makes teaching mechanical. It lays stress on the application of teaching aids and other materials to its, though it is expensive. Fully trained teachers are needed to teach by it. It means when you have to do the unit planning, you need to have a fully trained teachers. So these are some of the demerits of unit planning. But still, we can conclude that planning is essential to perform any task well, and it is required for teaching too. So unit plan or unit planning is essential for successful teaching. Good teachers always have their unit plans, whether written or etched, in their mind. So, unit plan is very important. Thank you, learners.